Life doesn't always go the way we expect, right? Sometimes we go through experiences that leave us feeling completely lost and drained. It's easy to think that pain means we've failed or that maybe we're just not good enough. But here's the thing, pain isn't the end of the road. It's actually a part of every success story. The people we look up to, the ones who've achieved amazing things, didn't get there by having it easy. They've faced rejection, failure, and so many tough times. The only difference between them and others is that they didn't let those hard moments define them, but instead they used them to grow stronger, smarter, and more determined. The women we look up to today weren't born successful. They had to fight for it. They had to believe in themselves when no one else did. And most importantly, they had to turn their pain into motivation. But I know what you might be thinking right now. What if my circumstances are too tough? What if I don't have what it takes to succeed? I went through this and that, and it feels like it's holding me back. It's normal to feel like your past or current struggles are too big to overcome. But the truth is, where you come from or what you've been through doesn't have to decide what's next for you. Your circumstances don't define your future. It's how you choose to move forward. You can either let the pain hold you back, or you can use it to make yourself stronger and more determined. Let's take a look at Oprah Winfrey, for example. Her story is honestly so inspiring to me. She was born really poor, and her childhood was super hard. She didn't have a stable home. She kept moving from one family member to another. Growing up, she was abused both emotionally and physically by people she should have been able to trust, by those who were supposed to protect her. She also faced significant mistreatment and discrimination because of her race. It's heartbreaking when you really think about all the hardships she had to go through. I think most people in her situation would have remained stuck in that pain, but Oprah somehow found a way to keep moving forward. She turned her wounds into wisdom, as she often says. She started working in radio as a teenager, and even though people doubted her, she kept pushing. That determination led her to become the first Black woman to host a nationally syndicated talk show, The Oprah Winfrey Show. And it wasn't just another talk show, it was a place where people actually felt seen and valued. She didn't just host, she really listened, shared her own ups and downs, and made everyone feel like they were in it together. And that authenticity is really what made her show stand out and made her a trusted voice in America. And what's even more beautiful about Oprah's story is that she never forgot where she came from. She used her success not just for herself, but to uplift others too. One of her most famous moments was when she surprised her entire audience by giving every single person a brand new car.
All right, open your boxes. Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3. You get a car! You get a car! You get a car! You get a car!
That generosity and spirit of giving back is a big part of what made her so loved. She turned her pain into success, and then used that success to make a difference in the lives of others. Another powerful lesson we can learn from Oprah is how she took full responsibility for her life. She didn't waste time blaming others for what she had been through. She didn't sit around waiting for someone to come save her. She saved herself. She made the decision to rise above her circumstances, to rewrite her story, and to take control of her future. That kind of mindset is what truly separates those who stay stuck from those who rise. You need to see your challenges as opportunities and use them to become better. Pain isn't there to break you, it's there to build you, if you let it. The struggles you face aren't meant to destroy you. They're meant to shape you into the person you're meant to become. Every hardship, every setback, every painful experience is actually giving you the strength, resilience, and wisdom you'll need for your future success. But it's up to you to decide whether you'll let pain defeat you or fuel you. Take Coco Chanel as another example. She also wasn't born into wealth or privilege. She lost her parents at a very young age and was placed in an orphanage, but she still learned how to sew, a skill she picked up in the orphanage and used it to build her empire. She wasn't handed anything. She saw opportunities and went after them with everything she had. At a time when women were expected to stay in the background, she decided to stand out. She wasn't just designing clothes, she was revolutionizing fashion and introducing a whole new way of dressing for women. At the time, most of the big names in fashion were men, and the clothes they designed for women were often too long and uncomfortable. So Coco decided to make clothes for women that are actually comfortable. She designed shorter dresses and made the clothes more practical so women could actually feel free in what they were wearing. She knew how to use the skills she learned to be creative, and she turned that creativity into the famous brand we all know today. And this teaches us that if we want to be successful, we need to learn new skills. Skills are incredibly important. Knowledge is power, but it's also how we apply that knowledge that leads to success. It's not just about constantly learning, but also about adding your unique touch to everything you do. Don't be afraid to be different. Being different isn't something to hide or be afraid of. It's what makes you powerful. Coco embraced being different. While everyone else was stuck in corsets, she created chic, comfortable designs. She lived her life her way. Yes, people criticized her. Yes, people questioned her, laughed at her, and even mocked her idea of making women's clothes, both stylish and comfortable. But her willingness to stand out is what made her unforgettable. So the lesson here is, when you're passionate and confident about your vision, trust it, even when others doubt you. It's all about self-belief. You need to believe in yourself and your ideas. You need to believe that you are capable of achieving great things. Lean into what makes you different and embrace it, because your uniqueness is your strength. And this brings me to another incredible example, Jennifer Lopez. She faced a lot of resistance, especially from her own family, when she first decided she wanted to become a movie star. They didn't believe in her dream. They thought it was unrealistic. They wanted her to go to college and build a more secure life, so she didn't get the support from them that she had hoped for. But instead of giving up, she made a bold choice, and at just 18 years old, she moved out of her family home, determined to chase her dream and follow her passion for dance and acting. And this shows us that sometimes even the people closest to us, like our parents, may not fully understand or support our dreams the way we wish they would. That doesn't always mean they're wrong. Often they just want what they think is best for us. But at the end of the day, it's your life. It's important to listen, reflect, and think carefully. But if your heart is pulling you towards something and you've really thought it through, then you have to trust yourself. You have to stay determined even when it feels lonely, and choose the path that makes you feel most alive. Jennifer also didn't wait for the perfect moment. She didn't wait for everyone's approval. She took action when it was hard, when no one believed in her. And look where it got her. If she had waited or kept doubting herself, she wouldn't be where she is today. If you're not starting now, then when are you going to start? Are you really going to wait until you're older and look back with regret, wondering what could have been? Waiting for the perfect moment might mean you're waiting forever. We can easily fall into the trap of thinking we need everything lined up, but that's just fear holding us back. Yes, things might seem hard at first, but once you start, things will start to fall into place. You don't need to have everything figured out. What matters is that you stop waiting and start moving. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It moves on whether you act or not. So why not take action now, even if you're scared? You might just surprise yourself with what you're capable of. I truly believe that each one of us is capable of something unique and amazing to contribute to this world. So don't wait for the perfect time. Start with what you have. And remember, only you have the power to change your life. That's all for today's video. I hope these stories gave you some inspiration and motivation to take action and turn your pain into success as well. Thank you so much for watching. Love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.